He's lost face completely. Oh, what a pity. After just one lap, Barry has to retire. Well, that's motorsports for you. Mikko Nasi is nudging the front runners, making them realize he's also joining the club who are battling it out to get ahead of each other. A fantastic high adrenaline prospect is developing here. Charlie Charles has regained the lead after one lap, and Gene Rollinson is hot on his heels, not giving up. And surely both would rather not have Mikko Nasi complicating matters for them as they sort out this personal scrap. And James Russell is not far behind the leading bunch with Raja Razman hot on his tail. Not for a second is he making life easy for the youngest man on track. Here is the classification after lap 1. Unfortunately, Barry Holden, a main contender, has been unlucky, an early casualty. Charlie Charles is pulling further away, setting the fastest lap in 2 minutes 13.302 seconds. He can breathe easy now as it looks like Gene Rollinson's car too has developed some kind of trouble. He's fallen way behind in 6th position after just 2 laps, but Charlie cannot afford to rest easy because Mikko Nasi is no pushover and James Russell is the dark horse who can pull off a surprise. Ando, who has spun out of track earlier, takes up last spot. Now the gap between cars has stretched open wider, even among the front runners. Charlie is still in the lead, and Mikko Nasi is trying to close in from 2nd place as we enter the 3rd lap. James Russell's wish of a podium finish may not be within his grasp yet, though he's 3rd. Technically, Raja Razman is 3rd, though he's almost 3 seconds behind James. James has incurred a 10-second penalty for a false start. Up front, Charlie Charles tries to open up his 2-second lead, but Mikko Nasi is not an easy rival to deal with. This is another heartbreaking sight in any sporting event. Another early favourite this time, Gene Rollinson has to call it a day with 7 laps remaining, leaving Mikko Nasi to take on Charlie, who goes on to set another fastest lap in lap 3 at 2 minutes 13.171 seconds, slicing off another few milliseconds off his fastest set in lap 2. Now with just him and the machine, Mikko is out of the way for now. Charlie tries to overhaul the qualifying time of 2 minutes 11. The tyres now are working much better with the grip more reassuring. Now Ando does it again, has made another mistake and gets away with a fantastic triple donut. Charlie stretches the lead and Mikko works hard to close up the gap. And Ando is still not giving up, taking up the rear, a lonely place to be at the moment. But every lap chalked up is a lap gained in experience. You are with us at the Sepang International Circuit, going into lap 4 of the Silverstone Formula Malaysia F1 Support Race 2005. And here in the distinctive neon red helmet is Charlie Charles, who is chalking up a faster time with each lap. But Mikko Nasi is still within a slingshot of the lead. Charlie is still not on safe ground. There are another 6 laps to go. Anything can happen, as Barry Holden and Gene Rollinson can tell you. One moment going great guns, the next out in a whimper. With 5 laps remaining, these two are still entertaining the crowd. Charlie tries to stretch the lead and shake off Mikko, who has the determination of a bulldog. Eight cars remain in the field after 5 laps, and Da Silva, the oldest on the field, has done well to climb to 5th spot behind Raja Razman. And here we take a look at the back markers battling it out. Matsumiya, number 8, and Westall, number 5. Both are trying to catch up with Da Silva, who has a tight 0.4 seconds lead over Matsumiya. Meanwhile, Mikko Nasi nibbles at Charles' lead, bringing it down to less than 2 seconds with 4 laps remaining. Going up the hill, Miko is relentless. Gear shift is crucial, which has to be precisely executed when negotiating turns on an upward slope such as this one. A split milliseconds could make all the difference. The scrap between the back markers, number 8 and number 5, has seen a switch in position. Now, Westall, number 5, is in front. Can Charlie hang on to his lead? Or can Miko go even faster? We'll see. James Russell is out of contention for the top spot on the podium as of now. With 3 more laps to go, he's too far back to catch up with the battling duo. He also has a 10-second to pay and is desperate to keep Raja Rasman at bay for a 3rd place finish, I'm sure. The battle between Romani da Silva, David Westall and Matsumiya is also shaping up very well. They are in the second train, trailing behind current leaders Charlie and Miko. These 3 top-level executives have taken time off their busy schedules to indulge in the passion of adrenaline-pumping Formula racing. David Westall, the CEO of an internationally renowned soft drink bottler based in Korea, flew in Friday morning just in time to participate in this F1 support race. There you see it, almost bumping into each other, these 2 lock-ons, Charlie in the neon red helmet, Miko in cool blue. They are fighting it out. And Miko Nasi has just set the fastest lap of 2 minutes 12.331. I'm sure we can expect an explosive finish with the winner to be decided by probably just a whisker. And what a long 2 laps to go it would be for Charlie, who is now feeling a lot of pressure from a determined Miko. Less than a second. 7200th of a second separates them now. After 8 laps, the race classifications remain unchanged. Charlie leads, and all it takes is for one to make a mistake, and it's game over. Miko is taking advantage of the slipstream of car number 1, waiting to pounce when the opportunity arises. Is Miko Nasi going faster, or is Charlie slowing down? Look at the time gap. Charlie has a lead of just over 1 second. This is an interesting build-up to the checkered flag. With 1 lap remaining, there is no clear winner. Miko sees an opening and makes his move from the inside and streaks past Charlie, who must have had a momentary lapse there. Now he tries to make a fight back, getting in from the inside. An exciting scrap just ahead. Can he? Can Charlie get back in the lead? But the flying fin says, try again. Miko surges ahead, leaving Charlie Charles in the wake. Charlie tries again, locks his right front wheel. Miko closes the door. No, not this time, Charlie. And Miko makes a crucial mistake, which Charlie exploits. Obviously, Miko has made a very basic but costly mistake there, slow to the shift, and threw away a possible finish at the top of the podium. A regrettable moment indeed for this young man from Finland. Charlie surges ahead and Miko tries hard to regain what could have been for him a victory. But nothing is certain in motor racing. Miko is coaxing his machine, squeezing the throttle for that extra surge of power, but it is not to be found. Has to be happy with the second place as Charlie Charles crosses the finish line, taking the checkered flag, with Miko Nasi breathing down his neck less than 10 meters behind. Oh, what a race it has been, a battle till the last for these two, and in the end, it's not been Miko Nasi's day. And Charlie Charles would have certainly heaved a sigh of relief. Here we have it, the 2005 Silverstone Formula Malaysia champion, Charlie Charles, has been made to work hard to keep his crown, taking his victory lap. Here's the final classification after 10 laps. Silverstone International Motorsports Executive Council Chairman, General Tan Sri Datuk Zain Hashim, gives away the prize to the defending champion, Charlie Rochals, who is driving under the sponsorship of Silverstone. Miko Nasi receives his trophy from Silverstone's Executive Director, Mr. Pang Wai Yin. And the youngest on the field, James Russell, takes third place, receiving his trophy from Silverstone's Motorsports General Manager, Mr. Russell Palmer. Let's now join Charlie for a recap of how the 10 laps went for him.
For the race, it's very tough. Got an okay start. The other drivers got a good start as well. Gene got up inside me along turn 1 into the first corner, and I didn't want to squeeze it too much since it's just the first lap, so he went through, didn't defend too much. Just got a good run up him up into the fourth corner. Got him up the inside, which is pretty cool. Throughout the race, built up a bit of a gap, but then started the tyres were overheating, so I had a strong understeer especially through the fast sections. There's a lot of understeer, which made it very tough. Also missed a few shifts, which made it pretty tough, and Miko and Nelson managed to close right in. Had a really good few last laps. He was right behind me and overtook each other a couple of times, a good dive, and got him near the end with just on the last corner, which is pretty good.
No, it was an excellent event this year. We had good drivers as well. Competition was really good. So compared to the previous years, standards been getting up better. And this year we also had a new tyre compound. So that dropped our times by a few seconds and made the cars a lot more physical to drive as well.
Yes, during the race I jumped the start accidentally. I guess I was too nervous. And they gave me a 10-second penalty for that. So during the race I could see Raja Razman was behind me. And I knew that even though he was behind me, due to the penalty, he would be classified in front of me. So I had to push really, really hard to be able to build up more than 10-second gap so I could come third.
And it was a case of so near yet so far for Miko Nasi, but he has put up a gutsy fight all the way to the finish. James Russell, cool as always, shows promise of things to come. Despite a 10-second penalty, he denied veteran Raja Razman a place on the podium. This has been another exciting chapter of the Silverstone Formula Malaysia F1 support race. Until we meet again, this is Ras Adibaratzi signing off.